Yo, it's your boy, Coach Lou, from the Horwich House of Strength, the strongest gym in Horwich. A little topic, a little pet peeve of mine that I want to go over as like a coach. Something that I, kind of noticed or had experience with over the years, coaching and stuff, and something that's kind of cropped up again since I've recently suffered a hamstring injury. So last Tuesday, my last bout of sprints, I just felt this little twing, this little ping in my hamstring. It's a bit sore. It's nothing serious. No bruising. No It's fine. It's fine. It just needs a bit of rehab. Painful to walk that day. Painful to walk the next day. Usually go for a run on a Wednesday. Didn't do that, obviously. Didn't go the following Wednesday as well because it's still a tad sore. It's a bit niggly. But what I want to talk about is this kind of, I don't know. I want to say it nicely, but it's, there's a sprinkling of disdain with it. Like I have a disdain for wussies or pussies, let's say. And it's this like idea or notion that once you get injured in any form, then that's it. All training goes out the window. People can't deal with this. It's an excuse not to train, which I think is insane. But it's obviously these people that are looking for an excuse not to train. It's like, you are injured. You're not dead. Let me say that again. You're injured. You're not dead. So you can see in this session, I'm doing some deadlifts, doing some snatches, doing some sandbag stuff, all super light. I think my top set was 140 on the axle deadlift for 3. Very, very light. My hamstring was fine. It was giving me a little warning on the last rep. So I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it there. So the session I've done today is exactly what I should have been doing, on paper anyway. The only difference is the weights, really. I was going to do some Nordic curls at the end, but I changed them to seated hamstring curls. So that's the only change. But that's what I'm getting at. You adapt. Like if you're looking for an excuse, if you're looking for a way out, you'll find it. But if you are committed to your training, committed to your results, committed to your gains, you'll just work around it. Any injury is, you can work around it. I've had guys who have broken the legs in casts still want to come in and do box squats. I've got guys who've come in with broken arms or messed up biceps from work or whatever, or just, from life. And they want to squat, they want to hinge, they want to do stuff, and we have done. I've not told them not to. Anything's on them, and luckily I've got clients and members who they appreciate that. They appreciate if they do something stupid, it's on them. But that's why we have specialty bars here. We have safety bars. So if you've got fucking 2 broken arms, you could still squat. You know what I mean? There's a mindset to it. There's a mentality to this shit, and you either have it or you don't. But for me, I personally think that spills out over into real life or other aspects of your life. If you're the kind of person to kind of quit when the going gets tough, or when things are hard in the gym, or you suffer a slight minor injury and it's all doom and gloom, all training's out the window, then I think that kind of, I guess, pussy mentality is that's going to affect your real life. Decisions in your life are going to be affected by your mentality. I wholeheartedly believe that. Like the way you act when it comes to training or bettering yourself or pursuing, physical enhancement is, I think, how you live your life. And this is just from observations. It's obviously personally how I kind of live, but also just from, like I say, observations. I can go through members or clients or whatever and know who's mentally strong and who's not. You know, I'm so sick and tired of someone coming in with a fucking boo-boo on their elbow and then, you know, oh, can't do this, can't do that. I don't think I'll be in this week. You know, I've got a sore arm, or I've got a sore knee, or this hurts, that hurts. Like, shit, man. We're all hurting. It's life. Deal with it. Shit. You know what's worse? You know what's far worse? Being fat and weak. That is far worse than any kind of niggle that I'm going to experience from lifting weights. Even, you know, the odd time, I think I've hurt my back twice maybe in my entire lifting quote unquote career. Like the entire time I've been lifting, I think I've hurt my back twice, maybe 3 times that I can remember. That's not as bad. You know, living like that with that pain is not as bad as how I felt when I was, 17 stone? About 124 kilos, you know, on a 5'5" frame of fat. Let's be real. Like, you know, I must have been 50% body fat. That sucks. Being fat and weak is far worse than being slightly sore or injured or waking up with some niggles. I wholeheartedly believe that. But it's just, it is a mindset. It's a mentality you've got to have. And you either, like I say, you have it or you don't. Like, everything in this video is to the plan. What I was going to do regardless if I was hurt or not. The only difference is the weights. And with everything, it's very hamstring heavy today. It was like my lower hinge type, my posterior type day. So all I've done is just, you know, if it was giving me any warning signs, I've just eased off a bit. I've not gone as heavy as I normally would. And that's it. You work around it. You adapt. What is it? You improvise, you adapt, you overcome. Or you just sit at home, wallowing, whinging, pretending that you want it. You know, lying to yourself, saying, I want the results. I want this. I want that. I want to achieve. But if you did, you wouldn't be coming up with this BS excuse. And there's going to be loads of people chiming in, loads of people with like a weak mindset. I don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. If you've got some retort, I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. I literally do not want to hear it at all. I'm not interested in excuses. I'm not interested in whatever made up bullshit you've got to kind of say to, you know, try and help yourself believe this, that, and the other. This is how I feel. This is what I've experienced. This is what I've noticed. This is what I've seen over my time coaching, being in different gym environments, being with different people. There's a mindset to it. There's a mental element to this, and you either want it or you don't. And this isn't me being like all macho or, you know, showing like some bravado and stuff, saying, oh, you know, you either want it or you don't. You know, you've got to work hard. And, you know, I'm not saying this to every, you know, the single mother with 3 kids versus, you know, the young teenager with no worries in life. I'm not saying any stupid shit like that, comparing that stuff. Like, it's not the same as saying, like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. But if you do want results, if you are committed to the cause, committed to the gains, let's say, then you are going to find a way. You're going to work around it. You know, my hamstring is very sore, or it was very sore. It is definitely getting better. Does that mean I can't squat? Not really. I can definitely squat. And if I couldn't, I'd try a box squat. Or I'd try a hack squat or a leg press or something like that. Probably not a leg press. I'd try a hack squat. I probably can't sprint for a while. Like, you know, like maximal effort sprinting. I will start by easing into like a nice slow run. Stairmaster's fine though. So I've been hammering the Stairmaster. Rower, fine. Ski erg, fine. Bike, pretty fine. Pretty good. Can I not do my upper body? Absolutely. Absolutely. That has not changed at all. The only thing that might have changed slightly is any form of like push press. But I don't even think that's going to be affected. So it's just, You work around it. You work around it. You do everything that you can do while rehabbing or trying to not trying to make the injury worse. But yeah, that's literally my 2 cents on that. I am sick and tired of these BS results because the only person you're hindering is yourself. The only person that you're letting down is yourself. The only person that's like feeling the effects is you. Like, if I have a member talking to me about not training for a week because they have a little boo-boo, it's not affecting my training. It's not affecting my plans, my goals. I'm working towards them. It's affecting them. Don't be coming up to me telling me your plans and goals and how you really want this, that, and the other when any minor convenience kind of puts you out of the game. Yeah, so I've got a disdain for wussies, let's say. That's it. See ya.